All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
Sweet.
When last we left off, you guys went in through a dark blue portal under some odd pretenses of the potential of bringing back Nivara's soul, or something to that effect. Running through the caverns, you guys found a gelatinous cube. You found that the Konami code tends to work. And you ended up coming into a space showing on the screen here with Death Knight that you've visited before. Um, Before you in this room, again, the floor is completely made of sheets of ice, but roughed up enough that it's not rough terrain. Six skeletons, two Minotaur skeletons, two Flame Skulls, and that Death Knight still in the room.
I got it.
And to that effect, Nivara, you hear in the back of your mind, I was able to capture this after it put itself together. I believe you know each other.
I assume this is Levistus again?
Correct.
Well, I say we get with the killing, because got away last time.
That he did. The Death Knight stands up, looks at your group. I don't know how you got here and found me again, but you will not be stopping myself or my brethren. And points at the skeletons, tells them to charge. So everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Start this off good combat right at the beginning.
Oh no.
Okay.
We haven't rested since.
Nope, because we thought we were going home, so we didn't short rest after the big fight.
Ark got a natural 20, which makes it 22.
Which makes me annoyed because now I'm going to short rest after every major encounter. Because clearly I can't trust the GM.
That is correct. Never trust the GM.
Russell is probably going to die, so I better start rolling a new character.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh man, how many spells do I have left?
Well, hey, you're just feet away from the guy with all the potions. So.
Well, I got a feeling if we kill the Death Knight, everyone else dies. So let's just focus him as hardcore as we can.
All right.
It happened last
and
time.
Russell, what are your initiatives?
I'm trying to find how to roll initiative again.
So open up your PC, and in the middle, there will be the initiative stat.
Ah,
And
there
just
it is.
double-click
Thank
on
you. I
that
couldn't
and
find the
D20.
initiative stat.
Perfect.
At least I got level
Ooh,
1.
22, baby.
Okay.
Unless some weird stuff going on, it should just be your dexterity modifier up to a 24. So.
Alrighty. And Russell?
Does the dice bot not work?
It should be if we're talking in Discord.
Yeah.
Let me hop in that room. It is active.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
There you go.
What is my dex again? 20 is my total.
You guys are all doing way better than last game.
I know. I rolled an 8 compared
let's-
to
Let's waste all the high rolls on initiative, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my goal. I try and use up all my good rolls on useless stuff and then leave the bad ones for combat.
Alrighty. So that means Draho is up first.
Really?
That's right.
Oh.
He beat out of my initiative. Interesting.
Yeah.
Looks like both of you were 22, and that just...
I think he rolled an
No,
actual
I-
20, though. I think he rolled an actual 20, though, so I think he should go first.
But if we're both 22, you could tell me to go first. That's up to you.
I mean, if you don't want to go first, I'll go first. We know what my action's going to be. I'm going to shoot the Death Knight with a bramble shot.
Okay.
So let me get up my character sheet. Well, I'm going to shoot him, and if I hit, use the bramble shot. So let me
Much
specify
better way
that.
to put that.
shoot him in the knee.
End his adventuring career a second time.
Speaking of, did anyone get bad enough hurt that they need to use a potion at the beginning of combat?
Russell did.
Okay, I've got a potion. I'll
I took 7 damage.
I'll bonus action toss at you after.
I mean, I have all my spell slots, so I can.
I mean, we've got 2 healing potions, if I'm not mistaken, that I've been holding on to.
Okay.
Might as well use one. This is what they're for.
Here. So
Is it an
Okay,
action to drink a potion? I don't remember.
It is.
Can't remember. I'm just going to roll the attack. Can you look up the thing? I thought I had it written on the character sheet what it does.
Yep.
9, so I doubt I hit, so.
Yeah, not with a 9.
9.
I think I wrote it under features, but I don't think it's saved.
And I'll drop in Discord a direct link to where you can see all those.
Awesome.
Okay. Anything beyond the bramble shot? Bonus action movement?
Well, I missed, so bonus action, I'm going to toss a healing potion to the bird.
Okay.
And then, where am I?
You
I
are.
am going to stay where I am, because there's no sense moving.
Okay. So that'll bring us to Ark.
Okay, time for phase 1 of my master plan. As an action, I am going to focus on my Heirloom of Consecration,
Okay.
because if there's a time to use it, it's now.
It is.
Which then, of course, gets me to the Protection from Good and Evil spell, specifically regarding undead.
Mm-hmm.
So they get disadvantage and all the good stuff. For people at home watching who don't know that stuff. Then, as my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and shift and get my maximum temporary hit points, which is 14.
Nice.
And while staring down the Death Knight, I'm going to draw the magical longsword and shield combo.
Okay.
And just kind of like, and then I'm going to move forward because I'm going to keep all these guys off you if I can. I'll make sure I lock you. Actually, you know what? I won't go all the way up. I'll make them come to me.
Okay.
And that is my economy.
So that is going to bring us to the Death Knight's turn. He is going to, well, actually before that, on the end of your turn, he'll use his first legendary action to have Skeleton 5 go ahead and move up and to take an attack. And let's see if I've got this set correctly. So 23 should hit.
I do all that to up my AC.
And should take 7 points of damage, which did not update correctly, so you're just down the 7 temporary hit points. All right.
Yep.
Active Death Knight action then. He will go ahead and scoot up there, and then next to you. Take his longsword attack.
Now, did you attack with disadvantage?
That is a good question. No, I didn't. So 14 won't hit.
No.
That will give us 14 back to your total temp HP at 14. The longsword first attack misses. The short sword offhand also misses. That'll be the end of his turn, and we'll move to Russell.
There's a reason I turtled up.
I will go ahead and chug my healing potion.
Okay.
Was that what kind of healing potion was it? A regular? Or...
Yeah, regular 2d4 plus
2.
2. Thank you.
2d4 plus 2.
Let me remove that from inventory.
2d4 plus 2. So I get 12 HP.
I think the basic rule of thumb is however many dice you roll, you add +1 per die.
Correct.
So that puts
Basically, it's a magic missile for healing.
8 plus 12.
I'd like to counterspell the potion.
I have 20 HP now. Do I have any bonus actions?
No.
I'm out of wild shapes, so good luck, guys.
Like this.
You get Shillelagh.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I can bonus action Shillelagh in case anything comes nearby. I'll go ahead
Okay.
and do that.
Any movement?
Since I'm really squishy now, I'm going to stay right where I'm at.
Okay. So that'll bring us to Minotaur 1. Pop open that sheet because they've got some fun effects. So he will first off step up to here, and he kind of grunts and grows larger.
That's my thing.
Yeah, but I'm out of the spell magic to do it.
And
It's
it
useless.
stamps its foot and charges directly at Navara.
Well, shit.
At any
Bob and
point-
weave.
Wait, did it enter and then exit my reach?
Nope.
It did not.
Didn't think so.
An 18, that should hit.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Okay. So you are gored with its horns for an effect that did not roll, so we'll just go ahead and grab that. And 14 damage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm starting to think maybe we should
They're all
have
the
made
way
a
against
party
the
with
wall.
more front lines.
so that won't matter. That will move us to the second Minotaur. Steps up, steps out, likewise grows large, and then charges Froscar.
Okay.
$16 hit.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be a pretty tanky sorcerer if it didn't.
For
Yeah,
11
I have
points,
AC 15.
as it likewise gores you with its horns. That'll
For how
move us
much?
to 11.
All right, I'm down.
Okay. Moves
Wow.
us to Skelly 1. Which would have hit, but didn't.
But it'd be worth it.
Hey, you're the one who wrote the description of that item.
I am. Skelly 2. But that's because kobolds and undeads are my favorite. Likewise misses. Skelly 3.
Yeah, I like this strategy.
I'm good with it.
Natural 1 straight up misses. Skelly 4.
Hey, Ark, you got one of them whirlwind attacks over there?
Not that method.
With 5, that misses.
The,
And Skelly
and
6.
I'm opting not to use the double weapon attack, so I can have a 28 armor class right now while they're attacking.
Does
with
not
this.
hit. Which moves us to Nivara.
Alright, I'm gonna assume that nuking the boss will end this.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the boss.
Okay.
We're gonna miss because that's gonna be an 8. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do it again.
Okay.
That one is gonna be a 14 plus 5 is 19.
19 will hit.
Alrighty, which gives us 12 damage on the Eldritch Blast.
All right. Any
And
movement?
I don't want to get smacked, so I guess we're gonna stay where we are.
Okay.
There's really nowhere to hide from the Minotaurs.
That'll bring us to Kibble.
Gibble, heal Frostguard, quick.
Okay. Well, he's not going to be able to get around, so we will do a...
How can he not get around? He should be able to duck and weave. That Minotaur can't hit him.
Oh, yeah, it can. The Minotaur is standing in the squares directly in front of him.
We should have. You
That's
should
gonna make it a
have
bit easier.
healing. You should
Yeah.
have healing word, so we can use that from a distance.
Correct.
Healing yell.
2 hit points back to Froskar.
There you go.
Like,
So glad I made him a bard.
All right. That will end Kibble and move us to Froskar.
All right. Well, as I'm laying on the ground, I'm gonna chuck an ice knife at the Death Knight.
Okay. Directly on his square?
Yeah.
Okay.
you know I'm not raging yet, right?
Well, you better start raging.
I had to look at the item before I raged because it counts as activating a spell effect.
It's 15 hit.
It does not.
Okay.
Dex saving throw, right? Or do I just take the damage?
Dex save.
Dex save for half.
Okay. Well, who am I? Yeah, I have the advantage on the thing already. No.
Yeah, you should have danger sense by now.
Yeah. 14.
That'll pass it.
Woo!
And only one of the skellies, skelly number 1, actually passes. Or is that a 10-foot radius?
It's 5 foot.
5.
5 foot. Okay.
Mine's the 10-footer.
Be a pretty boss first level spell.
Wouldn't it?
Right?
So let's see. That was a total of 10 damage you did?
Yep.
Okay.
So
You know, if I hit you with a booming thing, I can get the Minotaurs and everyone around you.
well, since we share the same initiative, do you mind if I take my turn first?
Yes.
Fine. That brings us to the Flame Skull.
With yes, you or yes, you'll let.
I will let you try to live.
You know, once I go down, they're going right for you. Just keep that in mind.
I'm a fighter. I can handle a couple monsters.
But only if you scream like a girl and stab wildly with your rapier.
Yeah.
The,
Oh,
That's how gentlemen fight.
the Flame Skull fires out a magic missile at Draho
Oh, bullshit.
for a total of 9 points.
That's what you get for bragging.
I hate those skulls. I hated them in Strahd, and I hate them now.
Also, I have a higher AC than you, more HP than you. You're attacking me with disadvantage, and I'm about to take half damage from anything that isn't psychic. If I go down, we've got problems.
All right. Flame Skull
Someone's-
number 2 will do the
someone's
same
going
thing
down.
on to Kibble. For a total of 8 points. And that moves us back to Draho.
Okay, well, I'm quite displeased. Whoa, I took 17 damage total?
Did
But
you
it was-
did you update your wounds? Because
No, it updated itself.
Did it
Thought
not
I only
take
took
it to
9.
Kibble?
Looks like it sent it to both Kibble and Draho.
Yeah, so let's switch that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't misunderstand, because I was like, 9's not bad, but
Should be
17.
back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. I mean, I'm just gonna do my last arcane shot. Can I get? Let's see, 5, 10. I want to get the Minotaur. I hit that guy. I'll just bramble shot the boss,
Okay.
so that if he tries to come after one of us after he finishes off arc, he'll get hurt.
So are you doing it direct to the boss or?
Well, I'm not doing that. I'll do the. Well, I'm gonna shoot at the boss, and if I hit him, I'm gonna bramble.
Okay.
I say it's cute that you think we're gonna live longer than Ark.
I mean, to be fair, I have the most KOs.
Fuck you, dice.
So
Okay.
your arrow goes wide.
Bonus action. Oh, damn! I forgot we didn't wrestle. I don't have any of my bonus actions. Unless, did I use my Sinking Wind already? No, I
You
did
did not.
actually. How much does that give me? My hit points, or my level hit points back?
Plus a D of 10, I believe.
My level plus a D of 10. I'll wait on that. Okay, then I won't use my bonus action. I'll just, stand here and hope I'm invisible to the Minotaur.
All right.
I'm not a threat after all.
That brings us back to Ark.
All right, time to get serious. I would like to rage.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Well, I already did it.
You can do it without the anger.
I could, but I don't do it as well. Anyway, and I will take my one attack against the Death Knight.
Okay.
Nuts. Nut rights. There is a plan. That's a big old miss.
All right. I would assume no movement.
So used to rights. Oh, I'm not moving. I'm good. I am exactly where I want to be.
Okay. Brings us back to Death Knight again. Big old whiff on the first sword. And the second sword. Which brings us to Russell.
Just get used to one-handed two. Usually do.
What kind of armor is the Death Knight wearing?
Let's take a peek.
Is it metal?
Is it metal?
It is.
If it's metal,
Yes.
he's gonna have a
Yes.
hard time here.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's probably got pretty good constitution. But you know what? He's gonna get warmed up here pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and heat metal
Okay.
on the Death Knight's armor. Let's see here. So he has to make a con save, otherwise he has to disrobe. And also takes 2d8 fire damage. So,
All right. Well, he is not going to disrobe, so go ahead and roll damage.
2d8. He gets 11 damage off of that.
And he takes more because he's undead and it's fire, right? Right?
Of course, yes.
It's
Yeah.
holy fire.
Yeah. Is it?
No. Regular fire.
All right. Anything else?
I think I'm good for now.
His half plate begins to glow a bright red. He looks down, looks back up at Ark, furrows his brow, and just looks really annoyed.
Does he have any muscle and skin left to furrow?
He does.
Okay.
More of a kind of like zombie-ish
Still
looking
angry for going tank mode.
one. All right. Brings us to the skeleton minotaurs. First one is not attacking Drow, it's attacking Nivara.
Yeah, it is.
Shut up.
Rolls a natural 1. Second one, still on Frostgar. Rolls a 14.
Yeah, I have an AC of 15.
Okay, so he misses. Skeleton 1. Likewise with the whiffing. Skeleton 2.
Go t-shirt armor. It works.
That was a 18 sound arc.
My armor class is currently 20.
Okay. So he attempts to dig in there, taps off your armor, and you just kind of shrug it off. Skeleton 3.
I firm. I am not wearing armor, just the shield.
Also
and my
misses.
muscles.
The dice are with you tonight. Skeleton 4 misses.
The absolute badassery of my combination of buffs right now is what's happening. And again, there's a reason I did not go
Wait.
with this.
Did someone die?
For some reason, Skeleton 6 just went away.
I was about to say, how did it attack him and it died?
That was
It It hit his shield and then disintegrated.
Power of faith.
The vibration from hitting me and doing no damage shattered its arm, and then it just exploded.
Let me grab the encounter sheet and we'll get that back.
Oh.
You can leave it gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm at a point that with how much I stack this in my favor, if you manage to hit me, you kind of deserve it.
Does not want to add it back in, so screw it, we'll just bypass. We only have 13
Yeah.
hit points anyway.
Yeah.
Navarro.
All right, back to the original plan. Let's continue trying to nuke the boss.
Yeah.
Just rage quit.
14.
Does not hit.
One of us is actually going to hit it rather than just burning it in its own armor.
All right.
Just wait. My next attack is going to be a crit.
All right, second one is also a miss.
Okay. Any movement?
No. Do I want to burn my last spell slot?
That depends. Do you know the shield spell? Because you might want to keep that in.
I do not.
Okay.
Thank you. Someone else who says F the shield spell.
It's not on the warlock list.
You know, I don't think our sorcerer took it either because he's a
Nope, I
real
did.
man. You coward.
Okay, no.
Explain.
I'm good.
Okay. That'll bring us to Kibble.
I gotta find new dice. This one sucks.
Any direction for Kibble?
Yeah. He's next to that Minotaur. I mean, everyone's surrounded, so he gets advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Have him start attacking the Minotaur with
Okay.
his magic sword. I gave it to him for a reason.
It's not just for good looks.
No, it's for if we ever get attacked by a Minotaur.
It's an entirely ceremonial magical blade.
He does hit.
Mostly, yes, because he's better with a bow.
He can still attack with his dexterity on this, so I don't see.
And does 7 damage to the Minotaur number 1.
Did he get sneak attack damage?
He did.
The attack with damage.
Say again?
The attack with advantage.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Rogue Bard. Best build.
All right.
And seduce you in the same time.
So that'll bring us to Froscar.
All right, I'm gonna ice knife him again.
Okay.
Ain't broke good. That's it.
So wait, the Kobold Bard is gonna seduce the dragon?
28.
That will.
Yes.
Takes 2.
I got double 19s on the dice for my saving.
And it's a dex save for the other half?
Yep.
You flub that. So it makes 43. All right. At that point, the Death Knight growls out in kind of fury, turns into a shadow of a mix of both shadow and dust, swirls momentarily, and then vanishes.
It's Reaper.
Basically. With that, also the skeletons drop. The Minotaurs, however, do not.
Well, we just freed up your schedule, Ark.
Yes, I did.
All right. Anything else, Froscar?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Flame Skull.
Did I just make him rage quit?
Basically, you got him to half.
Rage.
Oh, I'm gonna find that guy. Next time we see him, I'm just unloading everything.
First one fires off another magic missile to Kibble.
I should teach Kibble Shield.
9.
Shield.
And then the second one will fire off on Draho again.
Of course it will. I'm clearly the biggest threat in this room. Haven't hit
For a total of 10. Which brings us back to Draho.
Yeah. New plan. I'm within range of that Minotaur, right? If I move, he's gonna attack.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I thought so. So I can't shoot him with a bow. I'm gonna shoot at one of those flame skulls
Okay.
to get them out of the picture. And if I hit, I'm gonna boom them.
Okay.
Because I think you're outside of range, Arch, so it should work.
Yeah. I'm 20 feet away. Take me with me.
Oh, we're just throwing all the low numbers today.
Yep, another natural
You know,
one.
and every
Strikes into
time,
the
because
wall behind
I've got sharpshooter. Every time I'm like, maybe I should use sharpshooter, and then I'm like, no, because it's probably gonna be low, and it doesn't even freaking matter if I did.
Look on the bright side, Russell. I think you've done the most damage, and you've got the Death Knight to just leave.
Oh.
So
Bonus action, I'm going to wind myself.
All right.
I'd like to bonus action to break wind.
Yeah, that's it.
You steady yourself momentarily, flatulate, and gain hit points.
I
Just
mean,
the release of
Use
pressure.
my
It gives
mimicry
you help.
skill to make a very loud tooting sound.
Incidentally, it's a level 1 speaking cloud.
1d10 plus hit points, so
Any additional movement?
1d10, that is 1 plus level, so that's 5 hit points. Woot!
Hey, 5 hit point could turn the tide of battle, and you know it.
This system's against me. These dice rollers are cheap.
Okay, Mr. Biggest Threat in the Room.
Okay, so that, let me
Okay.
add 5 back to it.
I mean, to be fair, they're only semi-random numbers.
There we go, back up to normal health. Well, 14 health now. Missing now. And I'm gonna stay here, because if I move, I get attacked, so why bother?
Okay. So, Ark.
Okay. Well, since my primary problem has been dealt with,
Hit those skulls.
I am helping out my friends over here who are super squishy. And this one I will make reckless because there's significantly fewer targets now.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Just shy.
No.
Okay. Any bonus?
Nope, because I am not great to light weapons.
Okay. Russell.
All right. Are these metal axes that the Minotaurs are holding?
Let's double check. Yes, they are great axes.
All right. So this one right here, I'm gonna try and make him drop that.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and heat metal on Minotaur's axe.
Rolls a con save of 19.
All right. That's 13 DC, so he saved it. He
That's
still
that.
takes damage though, doesn't he?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Sure does.
That just means he doesn't drop it, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't drop it. Cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. The con save is just to see whether they drop it.
Creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or drop the item if it can. Bonus, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls if it doesn't drop it.
And on the plus
So
side-
either way, you win.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it still takes,
Still takes
more
the damage.
That's right.
Yeah, awesome.
Go ahead and roll 2d8.
Question is, does it do bonus fire damage if it hit?
It's 9 damage off of that.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Good for now.
Okay, that moves us to Minotaur 1, who is on Nivara. "14 is a miss. Minotaur 2, who is on Froscar. 13 is a miss. Brings us to
Wow.
Nivara.
So which one did Russell heat its axe?
I'm assuming the one close to him.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and focus fire then. I'm gonna toll the dead on
Yes.
that one.
Okay. If I recall correctly, that's a con save, or is it a whiz?
Wisdom save.
Good play.
Yes.
Rolled a 13.
14.
Good
So
And it has taken damage, so D12s.
That's
D12.
right.
Nice.
We're not at 5th level yet, so not roll.
4 damage.
Okay.
And we're gonna Bracers of Illusion and double that, so make another save.
That is a 3.
Alright. 8.
Very nice. It is looking torn somewhat asunder, but still standing.
Were you guys attacking number 2 or 1?
Number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went for 2 because it had taken damage and I wanted the D12.
Okay. That I'm just checking because if I don't hit these skulls on the next one, I'm just moving to the Minotaur.
All right, that'll bring us to Kibble. Directions.
Kibble. Fight. Stab. Myrtlate. Until his health gets low, then I want him to heal himself. Myrtlate some more.
To the first hit.
That is nice. Both of those hit, and one is a crit.
Good boy, Kibble.
3 makes 4 dice worth of damage. 14, so 15 on Minotaur 1. So both Minotaurs have now been hit. And we are on Froscar.
Alright, I'm going to use one of my sorcerer points to twin spell Ray of Frost
Okay.
on the back 2 skeleton.
I'm gonna hit both the skulls. Nice.
Yep. Or at least try to. That's the first one. Nope.
Yeah. They're low AC, but an 8 and a 6 aren't going to do it.
They're small.
All right, so that brings us to Flame Skull 1. It retreats into the fireplace and seems to vanish. Flame Skull 2 does the same.
What? They cowered?
Okay, so the Sweet Tooth twins just ran away.
Mhm.
Oh man, I was gonna boom them.
But that does bring us back to Draho.
Okay, well, both my shots are kind of useless since one of them requires they move, and the other hits anyone within 10 feet of the target.
But you guys want to start disengaging and going to the other side of the room.
I might disengage, but also I might be a man and stab something. Or I'll bramble skeleton 2 if I can hit him. Because just making it so he wastes a turn, I'm scrambling himself would help.
Okay.
So let's try hitting him again. You know what? Should I? I'm not gonna sharpshoot. No risks today. I can't roll for crap anyways. 21.
That will hit.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'd have taken 5 off that, I probably would have missed. So that is a D10 plus 3, or D8, sorry. D10. I wish. So that's 8 bow damage. And then...
And you said that's on number 2 or number 1?
Number 2, the one that's not in melee range with me, so I don't have to take disadvantage. Takes 2d6 extra poison damage. Speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing if it moves more than a foot. So 2d6 poison. So you do that. Bloop. 5 poison damage as well.
Okay.
And it moves 10 feet slower, and it can't, if it chooses to use its turn to move, it's a DC 13 to get out.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't have any other actions I can pull.
Okay, back to Ark.
Okay. Seeing as this is not going very quickly, I'm going to drop the sword and shield and just make this interesting. Pull out. Let's make it the great sword.
Okay.
All right. There we go. That's going to be a 23 day. Sorry, 22.
That'll hit.
Yes, it will. All right. Another D6. Oh. It hit, but not very hard. 7 damage.
7 damage? All right.
But hey, little steps. And my armor class is now 17 if that Minotaur thinks that I look good. So,
Okay, good to know. That'll bring us to Russell.
Let's see. I think Russell will disengage and walk down to this table down here that's kind of directly underneath. Is that a table or is that like a...
Over here on the right, this is a table. The other two look to be like flooring heat furnaces.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's just like a furnace. I'm kind of chilly anyway. It's cold, so I'll stand by one of those, and then I'm gonna heat some more metal as a bonus action.
Okay.
This Minotaur. So roll another 2d8.
Make him drop his axe.
on the ground.
And we get 5 damage out of that. And make a con save. DC 14.
There we go. Nat 20, so 22.
Okay, that's fine. He gets to hold on to it and keep getting hurt.
Yep. Okay, and that'll bring us to Minotaur 1, who is still on Nivara.
Doesn't take damage for his burning hot weapon.
22 will hit. That's odd.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's definitely incorrect. So take 26 back off of that. There we go.
26 less damage than I thought.
Let's try that once more. That's a little better. Yeah, still 25.
How's that much better?
It's a point.
Saved on my point.
Points are worth it. Alright.
So I'm only at 17, so I'm down.
Okay. And then we have Minotaur 2, which is on Frostgar.
No, need to be senpai.
I'm gonna shield.
Initial is a hit, but The secondary is also a 23. So what's your AC with the shield?
20.
Okay, he just barely misses. It grazes off your arcane shield. Nivara, if you're down, that will be a death save.
Alright, maybe these fake dice will be better than my actual dice, so let's see what this does.
No, they're not. They've never been good to me.
Okay, well,
Easy
that's
thing
what
to do with that is if you go into your character sheet, right in the...
Oh, is there a death save thing?
Yep, down at the bottom, just to the right of your hit dice.
Okay, so if I just double-click that?
Click once.
Fair enough, but the first one was an 11, so...
That's fine. Go ahead and take the 11. But
I like how it
that'll make
says
nice
death.
and easy. Okay. Kibble will reach over and heal you.
Boy, Kibble. When we get back to town, I am so buying him an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Hmm?
And putting him back in school.
For 6 points.
Alright, so that puts me to 6. How do I change that?
So
Oh, there you go, just
in your
click on it.
PC sheet, there's a WND, which is your wound, and you just reset what that is.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. All right, and that brings us to Froscar.
All right. I'm going to attempt to hit them both.
Okay.
Spending a sorcery point and casting. Let's go with Ray of Frost again.
All right.
So the first one, I'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
He takes 1.
Okay.
The second one, I'll hit. And he takes 8.
Very nice. He is looking very, very ramshackle on the second one.
That was a very balanced set of rolls there.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm correct, that also has an additional movement speed reduction. Yep, 10 feet.
Yep.
So, should number 2 actually move, he's down by 2 movement, or 20 feet worth of movement.
And he'll take damage.
That's
We
correct.
should just leave him alone and let him walk his death off.
So, that'll bring us back to Draho.
Okay.
2.
Well, I'm assuming that number 2 is going to die once he decides to come after me, because that's what they do. I'm going to drop my bow and stab number 1,
Okay.
because not hitting with a bow, maybe I can hit with a sword. That was not what I wanted to do.
That was so close to a 17.
So, I'm so mad. I'm gonna pick my bow back up dejectedly, and I'm just gonna take an opportunity attack to run away.
Okay.
Ha!
25, 30, and attack me. I think I have an 18. No, 16. Yeah, 16 MC.
Rolls a 15. That is a miss.
Sweet. And now, if either of the other 2 want to run away from him, he can't attack them until his turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I took
Yeah.
that off for you.
Fortunately, his turn's before mine.
Oh.
Well, it would still have to go back to his turn, though.
True. That'll bring us to Ark.
Okay, let's see if I can finish him. Recklessly.
No, attack the other one. That one will eventually chase us if we all leave.
I am too angry to think that way. 17.
Hit him hard. Hit him hard and good.
It's down. My instincts say finish, killing blow and all.
I want the killing blow. That's why I said leave him alone.
Yeah, you went a lot of things. So that's going to be 12 damage?
What was the AC?
Oh, 17.
Just shy.
Actual rage. No.
Wow.
It's real this time.
Well, see, we both got what we wanted. I got to attack him. You got to have me not kill him.
True.
Yeah, but if you guys don't leave, he'll never move.
And getting frustrated with that one and seeing that Navarra got her ass kicked. I'll let him swipe at me, so Froskar.
Okay.
17,
right.
you actually hit me this time, but still disadvantage. Assuming they're undead.
They are. So 16 will hit.
Good job.
Got all those temporary hit points for nothing.
Yeah, sorry
Total of
about
16
that.
damage.
Wait, what?
16 damage from you.
No, my armor class is 17.
17. Okay. Let me readjust that then. Okay, all better.
Oh, wow.
You. All right. That makes us move to Russell.
Alright, this bastard is still alive. Let's see. I will bonus action heat metal.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm still coming up as having gotten my temp gone and 2 wounds. It should be 7 wounds in all my temp.
There. So,
There we go. Yay!
Okay.
he's going to take 5 more damage.
5 more?
Unless he's dead.
That actually does it. So the metal continuously glows nice and hot, and it just kind of sunders back down to the floor.
Nice. And who's not healthy right now?
Me.
And me.
Yeah, but you're further away.
Yeah.
I'll move up next to Navarra, but not out of range of the Minotaur. So, like, just come straight up, right above
Take
the
him.
arc. Yeah.
I'm back. Who died?
4,
Oh, man. The Minotaur died. My brambles went to waste.
So Navarra will get 11 HP back.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else? Any movement? Or you already did movement. Did bonus action. That should be your action economy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Minotaur 1. Back to attack Navarra. With 22. For 19. Navarra's back down.
It's our classic tanking strategy.
It is.
Someone barely alive while the rest of us whittle him down.
Right.
So that'll bring us to Navarra and a death save.
Well, I tried.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Which will bring us to Kibble, who will... Well, he is out of spells, so attacks it is. One of those will hit. For 8 points. And move us to Froscar.
Alright, gonna Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
Never mind.
Alright, any movement?
No, I'm good where I'm at.
Okay.
Stay away.
Draho.
Okay. Bring up the bow again. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to, because I might as well, use my sharpshooter and hope for the best.
Okay.
Not sharpshooting hasn't helped. So let's see, that's add 7, then subtract 5, that's a +2, correct?
Sounds right.
Yeah. 12, do I hit?
Unfortunately not.
I think I do. Okay, next plan of attack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Behind the table, 30.
Now that you have a chance to actually act like an archer.
Well, next turn I'm going to flip that table over.
Okay.
Yep. So that's it for me.
Arc.
Also, don't touch either of the skulls in the room yet.
Now I want to touch them.
Just say we now have 3 black skulls, so something bad's gonna happen.
Well, remember, the last time we touched the skull, we left the room, and I want to plunder this before we do that. Anyway,
Fair enough.
reckless attack.
Okay.
20 to hit,
That'll do.
but a modified 20, or else obviously I would have been like, woo. Okay, 14 damage.
Very nice.
And if I can, I want to try to intimidate him so he starts focusing on me.
Give it a roll.
I am not impressing him.
All right.
You are like
What
the
do you
buzz
say?
to him. Okay. That's all I got.
So, Russell.
Right. Let's see. I wasn't prepared for this. Well, I don't know much else I can do. We haven't really damaged this one yet, have we?
Oh, he's looking pretty beat up.
Okay. I'll shillelagh my staff and take a whack at him.
Okay.
That'll be roll 1d8. Roll 1d8 plus 4. Actually, I need a d20. D20 plus 4. It'll be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
And roll 8 plus 4. That's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right, that'll make it 14.
They're vulnerable to bludgeoning?
They're skeletons.
They're skeletons.
God damn
it. All right, it is looking pretty ragged at this point. It is still on Nybara. Attempts that swing. 21 does hit.
I'm down, so
Oh, so 2 failed death saving throws.
well, I really hope I don't fail this.
Agreed.
We do have enough money to pay to get you alive.
Do we?
If not, we can just kill some shit and then we'll have
Just grind for the money.
All right, dice gods be with me.
for 10 days.
This is intense.
Oh, thank God.
Bam! 2 for 2.
I think it's your patron, not your god. Just,
Yeah, but I don't know who that is, so
Did you also make friends with a voice in your head?
I sold my soul to a nameless demon.
Well,
Your
your father
it's
that's
Elder Trigger Daddy.
do that willingly.
No, my father sold my soul, and then I also sold my soul to a rival demon.
Oh, that's right. So you could get your soul back.
So there are like multiple demons that have a claim on my
So
soul.
you currently have, with this new guy, you have 3 demons.
Yeah,
that
we're up
like-
to we're up to 3.
Asking for a sitcom or something done.
Yeah, I kind of accidentally ended up as John Constantine, didn't I?
That's what I was just thinking.
Outstanding.
You have multiple lien holders on your soul, that is what you're saying.
Well, none of them can collect it then if they all own it.
And that's probably the true play.
Today on the Demon's Court.
I really want to see that court battle.
All right, so
Make them fight each other.
Kibble walks up, attempts to stab it, does a little bit of damage, total of 6, and brings us to Froscar.
I'll use Frostbite on the Minotaur. You must make a con 12 saving throw.
Okay. That's 21.
All right.
converted the numbers, so it's wrong.
Anything else? Any movement, bonus action?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Brings us back to Draho.
Yes, I am about to wreck this thing for the killing blow and become the hero.
Watch you roll a natural 1.
Well, I'm gonna sharpshoot because at this point I've been about as useful as put a facsimile here.
You're trying to channel some of that squib energy.
17, do I hit?
Just shy.
Been as useful as an elvish noble.
Ouch.
He's not wrong.
He's going to take credit for it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Ouch. That's
All
the
right.
most hurtful thing anyone can say.
Any
That's
bonus
catchy.
action or movement?
Bonus action? I can't just like rifle through this box as a bonus action.
You can attempt to open it.
Yeah, I'll attempt to open it as active bonus
Just
action.
find as much.
Okay. It opens up. Inside, you
Oh.
see what looks like a green cloak along with a green quiver.
Ooh.
Oh, he found the right box. Okay. Those are both going to you.
And then that brings us to Ark.
All right.
Maybe not. If the cloak doesn't do something cool, it's not my color.
Damage that should have. Taking the sword, just plunging it into the ice, pulling out the bear maul. Reckless. 18.
That does hit.
Barely. No, not meant to be a pun, but it is there. All right. That is 12 damage before the vulnerability.
All right, that makes it 24. So that's going to go ahead and move that Minotaur on to the next life.
Yeah.
Is I'm going to swing at it from like this way, and as it drops, I'm going to just kind of look at Draho and grin.
Y'all got
Okay.
any more of them their potions?
Yes, I've got one potion left. I'll set it on the table while I inspect this cloak and quiver.
As the Minotaur
so-
dies, Russell will say
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Navarra's still unconscious. Can someone help her?
Yeah, cure wounds.
Thank you. Is it
I'll
six-
do that as
Movement magic doesn't seem to do anything today.
Yeah. And cure wounds. Oh, 8.
As I let the adrenaline pick from my system.
8 hit points return to Navarra.
Alright, so that puts me to... so this counts wounds. I should be counting down, right? Instead of up?
Yep.
Okay. So that puts me at 23 wounds.
All right. So Draho, as you go to pick up the... Which one are you picking up first, the cloak or the quiver?
The cloak, because I want to test its quality and see if it can be dyed blue.
Okay. As you pick it up, it seems heftier than a cloak should.
Okay. Can
And
I
it's
ask...
all kind of bundled and wrapped up.
I'm going to ask Kibble to come over here and identify both of these, the cloak and the quiver.
Okay.
If somebody wants to go loot the other box and see what's in it.
And I'm gonna, while that's all going on, I'm kneeling down and helping Navarra back up to her feet.
Thank you, Ark.
And you did good. I'm glad we got her open. Since Kibble's helping Draho, I'm going to see what's in that crate in the corner.
All right. So Kibble walks over, takes the cloak from you, kind of goes to unbundle it, and out of it pops this very small green dragon head that then hisses at him and he drops it.
Okay. So I take it the cloak's not heavier than normal. It was the thing inside the cloak that I ignored because I just assumed it was a cloak.
Correct.
Draho 101. Don't inspect it too closely. All right.
You have,
I'm gonna check out the cloak, and I mean, I'm not touching that dragon skull again until everyone's ready to leave, in case it's like the black skull.
Not a skull. A small
It's a
dragon.
jerk.
Oh, a small dragon?
Yep, like tinier than a wormling.
Oh, I'm gonna pick it up.
I
I don't have any animal handling. Does anyone have animal handling?
do, but it's not an animal.
Oh, right, it's a dragon, so I can negotiate with it. with my 8 charisma.
It might be old enough to speak.
I'm going to try and convince it that I'm its best friend.
Go ahead and roll.
I'll give him guidance. Got this.
Persuasion, so that's a +1.
Great either way.
I can't use history or arcana, can I?
Not for this.
I didn't think so.
Diplomacy.
Don't forget your D4.
Oh, yes. This plus a d4.
Intelligent.
Let me... Persuasion. And a d4 on top of that. That's 9. 12!
Okay. It looks at you, hisses, and in everyone's mind, you hear the thought, cold, hungry, and then it wraps itself back up into the cloak.
Okay, I'm going to tuck it up under me, and I'm going to take some food out of my pocket and start putting food in the cloak for it to eat. I'm going to befriend this thing. Y'all can have magical items. I'm going to have a second draconic pet.
You're just going to have an army of scaly minions by the end. This is all done.
If this thing gets big enough, Kibble can ride it into battle.
As you
Rogue
say,
Dragon
I
Rider.
think you're the only one here who could live long enough to see that.
Are you going to send it to Butler School as well?
as you say pet, you hear
I
hissing,
can.
and it starts kicking, and you hear in the back of your mind, "Not pet, not."
Oh, okay. You're gonna be Kibble's best friend and my best friend. Eat food, stay warm. I'll protect you. Kibble, what's in that quiver?
He goes over, picks it up, opens it. Out of it, the pockets seem oddly large. He's pulling like way more arrows than you would think out of one, a pair of javelins from another, and there seem to be multiple pockets to it.
Okay, I am going to take this. This will be mine. The other guy got the magic bow. I'll get the weird-ass quiver.
Brew of holding.
And if that's all that's in this box, let's go check the other box.
Okay.
Loot
That's
this
still
real good.
Went through that
So
crate.
Ark was checking the other box. In that, you find 68 copper, 33 silver, 16 gold, 21 electrum, and 6 platinum.
This is why I said don't touch the skulls yet.
Is that an actual note on the table?
Yeah, is that a scroll that I see?
It is.
Also, is that plate made of silver, pewter? What's it made?
Silver.
Take that too.
Okay.
Attempt to read the scroll.
Let's see. You are a sorcerer. That is on your spell list. So it is a scroll of magic missile.
Nice. Hey guys, this is a scroll of magic missile.
Oh, that means nothing to me, so you can have it.
I say
Alright.
burn it. Burn it to the ground.
Don't read it.
I now have a personal grudge against Magic Missile.
Hey, Draho, why don't you put the dragon next to the floor vent over there?
He's wrapped up in my bundle, but yeah, I'll set it down, but I'm sitting with him. I'm gonna make him my best friend, and he's gonna let Kibble ride him into battle.
Again, they don't produce their own heat.
Not yet.
Kobold Bard
you said it was a
Rogue
green dragon, right?
Rider.
It's gonna breathe.
Oh, so it's acid.
Yep, it looked green in color.
Yeah, so it probably doesn't produce fire in the first place.
Yeah, it's gonna breathe poison. So
And specifically from what you were seeing, it's the same green color as the cloak.
Ah,
ooh.
so maybe that cloak is dragon scale of some kind. That'd be nice. Have to get it dyed blue, of course. Good thing I own good thing I have profits in an own clothier.
So was the money in the chest on the other side, or was that in the crate
Yes.
in the corner?
The chest on the left side.
Okay, did we check the crate yet?
You have not.
Let's
I've
do
tried
that.
I've been trying to.
Okay. So within that crate, completely empty.
Hey guys, I found an empty crate.
All right. What about these
Crate fit inside
skull-looking
the
things?
boots.
So you do see a small black skull that's embedded about a foot down in the ice, and then a larger black skull that's sitting on the table.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
can I investigate them or arcana them?
Sure. Go ahead and make a roll.
I'm assuming they're...
The giant boots that I have, would those fit inside the crate, or would the crate fit inside of them?
The crate would fit inside of them. Okay.
It's not. And also, in the meantime, I'm going to see if those skeletons lying on the floor have anything.
All right, so I got a 7 investigation, but a 23 arcana.
Okay. The Arcana, you're able to Arcana the large skull that's sitting on the table. The one that's deep in the ice. It's a little too far to make out. The one on the table, however, you get that feeling that its arcane runes are of a teleportation nature.
Okay. So we'll touch that after we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Then. Anything?
Weird about the fireplaces?
Yeah, fireplaces or the throne.
Not that you see or see.
What about the rug?
Still a silver thing on the rug.
That is a large gem.
Russell is quite interested in that, being a kangaroo. I'm gonna go look.
Okay. You see about a diamond about that big. Not quite fist size, probably about quarter fist size.
Is it loose? Is it stuck in anything?
Yep, just sitting there in the middle of the floor.
It's an elaborate ruse.
Swear if we pick that up and the ghost guy comes back, I'm gonna blame you.
Russell is very, very interested, but he's trying to leave his old ways behind, and he's just gonna look at it and point it out to the rest of the group in case anybody else was interested. He's gonna leave it be.
Okay.
As I recall, we do have Frostgar has mage, right?
Yeah.
Kibble has mage hand too.
Oh.
I made him very healy utilitarian.
And you still get to say that you didn't take mage hand yourself.
Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna ask Kibble to inspect that little diamond on the ground and make sure it's not rigged or trapped, because that seems too obvious.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Step back, use mage hand to pick it up, just in case it is. Russell, step back.
Also, I'm recovering my sword and shield if that wasn't obvious.
I'll step back. I'll move back to some place safe looking.
There you go. Okay, pick it up.
Hey,
See what happens.
All right. It lifts into the air with the mage hand.
Okay, excellent. Put it in the bag. We'll divvy it up with the rest of the loot when we get out of here.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Hey, Art, can I borrow your muscles for a second?
Yes.
I want to try to dig out that other black skull.
Oh, sweet. Can someone roll up that rug? And are those wood bundles in front of the fireplace?
They are.
Someone grab those too. It'll save us time later if we have to send it.
Are we literally taking the rug? Next, you're going to want to take the frickin' plate on the table.
I already said the
Don't
plate on the
forget
table.
about the giant throne.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, we
like
don't have a bag of holding
I
yet.
can carry all this once we get out of here.
You can't carry the throne?
Once I'm done chipping this skull out of the ice, I will go and see how much the throne weighs and decide if I'm taking it.
It
Just
goes
shift in
over
range.
your maximum, definitely.
Well, we've got a couple beefy people around here.
Sure
Somebody
do.
else can help.
Even with my 18 strength.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it like the coffin dancers.
And we'll get it in mass. We'll take the throne back with us, and
Okay.
we'll rig it on one of our wagons.
So I'll pull out my axes and turn them to the spiky bit side and just wait.
Okay. Go ahead and make let's say an attack.
Attack roll. I will recklessly ice chip.
We should install that throne on one of the wagons, Beverly Hillbilly style.
Gee, I wonder who's sitting in that. It's going to be modified 20.
Okay. Takes you about 20 minutes, but you finally get down to it.
Wow, that is deeper than I thought it would be.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna also inspect
said.
and arcana this one.
Okay. This one, its arcane nature is more of alteration.
Do I want to touch it?
I dare you to touch it.
Maybe this isn't the place to do that. You could maybe just put it in one of my boots and then sort it out later.
Yeah.
And
Oscar?
Nivara, in the back of your skull, you hear, that's a gift for you.
Oh.
I'm gonna hesitantly reach out and touch it.
Okay. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Yes.
Seems
Okay.
like Navarro's got it.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up
Okay.
and stuff it in a bag somewhere, I guess, for now. Until I've had a chance to deal with it.
You can put it
Sounds
in the
good.
crate, one of the giant boots.
Alright, is there anything else we want to check in here? Are we ready to go?
Well, I rolled up the rug and threw the wood in it, so we've got the rug. Anyone want to help me carry this throne out?
Well, you know what? Why don't we just hold onto it when we teleport out of here, and it should come with us.
Yeah, I'm a sit in it.
Just make a human chain.
Yep.
I literally think there are no humans in this room.
A humanoid chain.
Gotta be careful.
There you go. Yeah, I'm a sit in the chair and hold on to the arms with all my might and hope when it teleports me, it teleports the chair too.
Okay. So are you guys touching the other skull?
Yeah, I will touch the other skull after we make our humanoid chain.
Okay.
I was also going to through the skeletons, see if there's anything of value.
Nope, those are just bones. Functionally, they were there for him to use his alternate legendary action.
Not to make this like a whole thing, but the Minotaur I killed, I assume that it went back down to a regular large size after it died.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to do the particulars later, but I'm cutting its head off and taking the whole thing.
Sounds good.
I have an Etsy project. So- okay, I got everything I want.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys touch the final large skull, it teleports you back up to that cabin where you first entered. You're just outside of the blue teleportation portal. However, the portal itself has winked out.
But do we have the chair?
I was just about to ask about my chair.
Let's see. High, low, good, bad, me, you.
You know what? I don't know how these ones roll. These aren't me dice, so I can't guarantee they're going to be low, but I got a feeling high is good. High in my favor.
Okay. Sadly, a 19, so...
I said high in your favor, low in my favor, right? I said,
You get out. Draho, being in the seated position, flops to the floor.
I then start cursing profusely in Elvish.
What was with the shot?
I call you a man-child in Elvish and walk away.
I don't
Hurtful.
understand what either of them are saying, but I kind of. Aw.
Actually, what languages do I know? I always forget.
I'm going to mimic Lord Draho's voice and say I should have used leverage.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I do speak Draconic, so I'm going to talk to my little dragon buddy while we walk back, complaining about my chair.
Okay.
Yeah,
don't
let me know what you
get
say, too.
Much back from it at the moment.
As I'm walking up to that one goblin from Labyrinth who just has everything stacked on the back.
It doesn't matter if it's not talking to me. The point is I'm talking to it. I'm building a bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess we'll get back to our carts and load everything that we did
Yeah, so
manage to
are
get off.
the cultists back in the room?
Gang.
They are not. The room is fully cleared out.
Okay. Go check our carts and make sure they didn't steal our shit.
Hang on. What was? Oh yeah. Actually, go check that out. But what was in that room? We didn't get a chance to actually inspect.
When they left, they took everything with them.
That's a very good way to make that expedited. But let's move on.
Yep.
All right, so let's check on the carts and horses.
They are still there.
Good. This would have been real weird walking home with this.
Oddly, the troughs with like where the horses can feed from, those are full.
Was the lock still engaged?
It is.
So,
Someone
I mean, I
check-
assume we fed them before we left. The horses didn't eat?
You do see some like where they had eaten and some had fallen on the ground, but it's fuller than where you had left it.
Oh.
Someone check if the trunks are magical. As far as Ark is concerned, that shouldn't have happened. So,
You know what? I am just paranoid enough at this point to have Kibble check on it.
All right. Kibble
He's
sits
my detect
down,
magic.
Does detect magic. No, not magical.
Okay, are we missing any grain from the supplies that we looted?
You are not.
Okay,
turns out
That's-
Swedish was pretty solid.
that's creepy.
Don't worry
so-
too hard about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore this and pretend like nothing ever happened.
You do realize we were just dealing with a cult of a demon lord, right?
Yeah, but I'm going to pretend that he didn't summon demon grain. That's the most logical.
Probably best not to think about it.
Unless it is
Yeah,
demon grain and we can
that's-
get nightmares out of our horses, in
Yeah,
which
maybe
case
it's the-
load that shit up.
We get the magic Skyrim horse now.
So
But flames would have to burn blue, or else it's off-brand.
as you guys get the horses and the carts ready, a light rain begins to fall. And
Well,
you
they're
get-
covered
get
carts,
moved
so
on
we're
the way.
fine.
Yep.
Did we need to gather up the hands of the bandits?
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that last time, didn't we?
Let's just split up into like pairs and go to the different buildings, and then we can make that happen.
Okay.
Let's say we all go for right hands. Or are we going to try to do the cut them all off and try to pass this all?
It's up to you guys if you think we're competent enough to pull that bluff. I feel like even if we try it and he catches us, he's not gonna be upset. He seemed pretty insane.
He would probably laugh it off and like commend us for trying.
Yeah, so let's do both hands. Give it a try.
Okay. So that'll give you 13 pairs of hands.
Tell him we coincidentally got 13 right-handed and 13 left-handed people. We went with their dominant hand because we thought it was more appropriate.
And see, also, since it's starting to rain, if we do have to set up camp, we have dry wood pre-dried.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
I mean, while everyone else is chopping off hands, I'm going to have Kibble and my tiny little dragon help me prepare the carts and get everything set up so we can leave.
Ask the
So
dragon.
the tiny dragon does not want to get out of the cloak.
That's fine. The cloak is going to... We should have an empty box, because I know we paid to have a lot of boxes loaded up for storage.
Mhm.
I'm going to find an empty box, put the cloak in there, take like a trail ration, so I'm going to take like a day's worth of jerky, and someone's dog's happy. Put like a day's worth of jerky in there, and just leave the lid open, but be like, you need anything, just yell in my head. And, you know, I'm also going to say, Kibble's here. If you need anything, yell in his head. He'll help too.
You get a couple images that seem like it's trying to communicate that sounds fine.
Okay. Good job. Get some sleep.
Okay. So you get everything collected up. You get on your way. The rain seems to be becoming heavier.
That's fine. We're going to travel through it, man. I want to get back to civilization.
It was a day's travel, right?
Yep.
And about what time did we pop back out?
We'll say early evening.
Oh, well, if it's early evening by the time we get back out of the portal, we should probably just rest here.
Yeah, but if we travel through the night, the roads will be less busy, and we can get there by daybreak.
We could, but there's those of us who probably need rest to actually be able to do anything in the fight.
We can see in the dark. Nothing will jump us.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in the
agree
minority here.
I agree with Ark.
I feel like nobody's listening to my authority, no matter how much I pretend to have it.
I love how this is basically like the redneck and the city boy debating on what happened out in the woods.
Yeah, I think we should go ahead and try to get some sleep and go back in the morning.
Okay, I'm with everyone else. I'm not gonna fight this.
I'll take one of the beds from one of the houses and set it up in the stables, and I'll stay with the horses. It's not happening again.
Just keep everything loaded up and prepared.
And I'll set up like I'll rig it up to where like one of my axes is or something that will make noise if it falls, like rigged up in the doorway to the stable, so if someone tries to open it, it falls.
Okay. Kibble will help out with that. Pulls out some fishing wire and a little harness thing that allows you to set that up.
Thanks, Kibble. And it would Draho, are you around while I'm doing this, or are you off being?
Yeah, I'm not leaving the carts. I'm sleeping in the cart next to the little dragon in case he needs something, because I am eventually going to have Kibble riding this dragon into battle.
I'm going to wait till you actually go into the cart and aren't looking, and I'm going to slip Kibble a silver piece.
Okay.
But I'll just like that's.
Again, you act like I'm gonna take his money from him.
Walk.
No, the copper is because you're using my servant's time when he should be helping me. You're paying me for his time. If he's off the clock, which clearly he is because I'm not giving him orders, pay him for his time.
These are very convoluted rules you have.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm going to
The
report.
more complex they are, the harder it is for him to, adhere to them. That's more time I get to dock his pay.
All right. So you guys get set up. You Kibble makes some dinner. Nothing super fancy, just what he can out of your rations.
No.
Post dinner, do you guys want to set up a particular watch order, or is everyone just going to sleep?
Considering I was barely touched, I am more than happy to take the first watch while everyone else gets a Jedi.
Okay.
I mean, I'm with the carts. I've only needs 4 hours of light rest, so I'll take my watch plus the 4 hours light rest is technically on guard.
Also, ulterior motive. I want to make sure that you're fully conscious when my shift ends, so you can hear me snoring the entire time.
It doesn't bother me.
I guess I'll go second watch as well.
Okay.
Do you really want me to have a watch?
You don't need to.
After the last time, I'm going to say no.
I don't know. If he falls asleep again, we can take something else from him.
Why are all of our...
You took something from me?
Huh? What? No, I was talking about Kibble. If Kibble falls asleep again, I'm going to take stuff from him. Bad butlering. Shut up. Go to
Makes sense.
sleep. Nobody wants you here.
All right. So you guys go through your watches. Nothing eventful truly happens. The rain kind of continues to pick up. Turns very heavy. Lots of thunder just kind of streaking across the skies. Morning comes. Kibble makes breakfast. And you're ready to move out.
Is the
Still
breakfast
raining?
good?
It is. Heavily.
Is the
I'm gonna
breakfast
ask. I'm gonna ask Russell if this seems like normal weather patterns to him.
Be a nature check.
Assume being a druid, he would be the one to ask.
good? You'd assume.
How about
Well,
can I do survival instead of nature?
That
Would be more of a nature check.
So I don't get any bonus to nature actually.
possibly be a survival check?
That's what I have. I have no idea whatsoever. I rolled a 1. I'm not from around here.
I don't know. Seasons work.
I got any?
It just seems very convenient that we left the plane of a demon lord, and it suddenly started raining.
I'm not trained in nature, but I do have a +3. Can I try?
You sure
figure
can.
this out?
Yeah, 20. Definitely works.
Where were you during combat?
So,
Stop on
you figure that this time of year, west of the Earth's vast mountains, this is pretty standard. It's early spring.
Yeah, you know what they say. Spring flowers, pour rain and lightning, scare the piss out of you, and then you go home or something.
I don't think
look-
that's what they say, but okay.
I look at him, squint slightly, and go, I don't think that's a thing that people say.
Well, it's a peasant saying. You don't expect me to know what all peasants say with their weird peasant talk.
But as a peasant, wouldn't I know more about peasant speak than you?
Yes, which is sad that you don't know the phrase.
It's an Albany expression.
You're lucky I like your butler. Let's go.
Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here any longer than we need to.
All right, who's in my cart? Who's in whatever the other one is?
Oh, I'm in the main cart with the tiny dragon, Kibble, and, the loot. You guys are in the body cart, I guess.
All right, so everyone in the party cart. Awesome.
Yep.
Do you want me to go first, Graho, or do you want to be in the back?
I am not driving the horse, if that's what you need.
Okay, so I'll be in the front. My cart. What you do?
Okay. You guys get along the way. Trail's still pretty easy. It's mostly gravel. You're not hitting too much problem with the rain, as the roads are very well worn here. About 4 hours into your trip, the rain seems to lighten up, and then off in the distance you're able to see kind of this small ramshackle building. What looks a bit like a kind of merchant's, not really tent, but wooden structure.
So a guy just came in the day before and set up shop.
Yep. Looks to be about 10 foot tall, 20 foot wide, 10 foot long. A soaked banner ruffles kind of lightly in the wind and rain, and reads Crazy Habib's Shop of Everything.
So while we were doing that first little bit of traveling, I was studying the skull. Am I able to determine anything about this gift from Levistus?
Yep. So, taking time to focus on that, you feel that you need to implement it in some fashion with your Tome of the Unknown.
Okay. So I will read about that when we get back to town.
Okay.
You are not prepared.
Okay. Second question, since we're doing the traveling, can I investigate that quiver and figure out what exactly it does?
Not with that identified, but you can have Kibble do that.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
You have 11 minutes to spare.
Yep, so Kibble sits down and does that for you. It is a Quiver of Alona. So the quiver has multiple compartments, each attached to an extra-dimensional space that can hold a variety of items without increasing the quiver's weight. The smallest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows. The medium compartment can hold up to 18 javelins, or objects of the similar size and shape. And the largest compartment can hold up to six objects like quarterstaffs, spears, longbows.
Portable armory.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I thought it'd be cool.
Araki kind of cut out there.
I said you said there were already some javelins in it. It was infecting, right?
Correct, there were two.
Are you gonna use those?
Huh? Oh, I figured I would just load this thing up with everything it has, and then if we ever need a backup in battle, just grab it from my quiver.
That's fair.
Since I generally stay in the back and am outside of combat.
That's fair. Okay, so anyone else doing anything during the first 4 hours?
Also, as we're going on with the travel, at some point I do want Kibble to look into that cloak and see if there's something magical about the cloak.
Okay. He returns back that it's Cloak of Elvenkind.
Oh. That does what?
Gives you advantage on stealth checks.
Oh. Yeah, that's garbage. We'll just let the dragon continue using it as a poop rag or whatever.
definitely shouldn't give that to the rogue. Anyway, so as we're coming up to Crazy Habib's house of
Shop of everything.
Shop of everything, I'm gonna kind of like whoa as we get to about I want to say 15 feet from it.
Okay.
I was I'll get down and kind of walk to the front. Hello.
As you do, the front end kind of pops open like a stall shop. And you see a guy there in a turban, has his hands in his robe, like so. Oh my golly gosh, I cannot believe you are out in this rain. How can I help you? What can I do? I am Habib.
Oh, yeah. This feels good.
And to be fair, I can't believe you're out in this rain either.
You got to do the shopping when you got to do the shopping, right? You've come to shop.
Makes sense.
Have we?
At least haggle.
We happen to be going back to town, ran into you. So, what have you got?
Well, we've got just about everything, mostly magical items. Is there anything in particular you might need or want?
Hey guys, magic items. You could maybe buy them.
Oh. Okay. This is gonna be extremely not greedy. You wouldn't have anything along the lines of a magic short bow, would you?
Oh, let me double check. And you see him, he kind of pulls open a small drawer, puts his hand in, and then it goes all the way up to his arm as he dives kind of into it. Oh, it's around here somewhere. Definitely.
Here's I just gonna go.
And then pulls it out. And I have one that is minorly enchanted, will let you hit things a little bit better than you already do, and you look like you already hit things wonderfully.
Yeah, no, it's not for me, it's for the little guy.
Oh, yes, would do well with this.
Yeah, so how much for it?
Well, something of this kind of value would probably run, let's say 500 gold.
500 gold. Let's see. Do you, by any chance, like this quiver?
Well, that is, And you see him pull out a little monocle. Oh, yes. That is a good quiver. That would generally run about 1,000, so if you want this, I could give you 500 back as well.
Done! This quiver is nothing more than a storage compartment for weapons.
Jaho, do we maybe take stuff out of it before we hand over the quiver?
Oh yeah, what does it have in it of any value?
60 arrows and 2 javelins.
Okay, yeah, we'll take those out and then hand it over to him.
Right. He passes you the short bow and gives you an additional 500 gold.
Just pull out the crate and let Draho dump all the arrows into it.
Awesome. That's a good deal to me, man. Kibble gets a magic short bow to make him more useful to us in combat.
And now we have...
Yep, and then we get to split 500 gold. Because I am greedy, but I'm not a dick to my teammates. We earn that quiver together, we split the profits together.
So, Mr. Crazy Habib,
oh yes.
What kind of magical literature do you have?
Oh, books. Do you need wizarding books? I have many wizarding books.
I was thinking something a little more demonic.
Oh, demonic literature? I don't know too many magic items that are demonic literature. At least not that you can come by in, shall we say, friendly fashion.
That's fair.
Do you have anything else I might
Also,
have?
there's 5 of us playing, so that's 500 gold. We each get 100 gold out of this deal. Just so you guys are aware. If you want to buy something, you've got 100 gold to burn.
Adjustments being made. We also haven't calculated the divvy up from what we found in the thing anyway. So. Alright. Mr. Habib.
Yes.
So I was given a gift of this shield.
Oh yes.
And took this sword. They're both which we figured that out.
Oh, yes.
But I really do prefer something like this. pointing to the big weapons strapped to my back.
Oh, those are harder to come by, but I'd say for the sword and the shield, I can do that.
Okay. There's also the fact that giving up the shield makes me a little more vulnerable to attack, not that I can't take. Do you have anything that might help me be a little more protected, but leaves my hands free?
Well, I have magical armor. Do you like armor? You seem to be in first.
I'm pretty good on that too. Would I have heard of things like rings or the bracers or defense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've heard of these things like you put them on, strap them to your arms, and they work like armor, but they don't have to be all rounding.
Oh yes. Those are a bit more expensive. Those tend to run about 2,000 gold.
Ah, that is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't you see if you can just trade the sword and some gold for a bigger magical two-handed weapon and then keep the shield in case you ever need to?
A question for you, Mr. Kaboom. Is this this big old hammer here? It's got some sort of metal value. Would it be possible to have this enchanted to work like a sword?
To work like a sword? Well,
That magical.
oh my golly gosh. I think we could shave it down, make it sharper, but then it wouldn't do the hump.
Not make it
hitting.
so magical. Like have the same enchantment.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, we could do an enchantment.
I mean, I've got the sharpness, the blade thing going on.
Are you wanting a minor, a medium, or a very adventure-y enchantment?
Oh well,
Get a price quote on each.
I would say, how expensive are those? I'm still kind of getting used to the idea of how money works.
Oh, sure.
That's
So,
why you got me here.
generally, a minor enchantment would run about 1,000. The moderate would go for about 5,000. And the very adventure-y, those are, oh my golly gosh, somewhere near the 15,000.
Well, I think I've only got enough to just do the minor one.
Okay. We
It
can
would have-
definitely do that. It would take a bit of time, though.
How much time?
For a minor, maybe about a week.
Well, we actually have an engagement that we have to do. Unless you're going to Raven's Club.
Well, that is my next stop, yes.
Oh, well, hey, why don't you come with us and we can maybe work out the particulars?
Oh, okay. Does anyone else need any shopping?
Do we want more potions? Because
That's a good question. I only have one left on us, to my knowledge.
I do have potions.
How much?
It depends on the kind of potion.
Healing potions.
Well, are we talking minor healing
Minor
Regular?
healing potions.
or greater healing? Maybe even superior healing.
No. Regular healing potions. You ain't taking me for the snake oil trick.
Oh, no snake oil. We sold out to that a long time ago.
I bet you did.
For regular healing potions, those would run about 50 gold. And I have 5 in supply.
So 50 gold, 5 in supply, that'd be
250.
250. How about I give you 100 for all 5, and we continue doing business, because clearly we like to spend money with you. Think of it as a future investment.
For a first-time shopper. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion.
You got this.
You gotta give me a D4, because I get a +1 to persuasion, so.
You got this.
Let's hope that my luck with shop haggling holds out. Let me add a D4.
So a total of an 8. No, I don't think not quite yet. But maybe if we continue to do business in the future, I can run you some discounts.
New deal, 150 for all 5 of them.
I'm afraid they're 50 apiece. I am running a business. I'm crazy, not insane.
And
Ark actually in game lets out a pretty big chunk.
you know, this is bad customer service, and I was planning to invest heavily in some more shops when I got back to town.
Oh, would you like
I'm
to
going to
talk
put
to
a
the
hand
manager?
on Draho's shoulder and just advise him to shut up. You're making this work, Spud.
He cannot take no for an answer in a deal. He is a bad negotiator. That's his biggest flaw.
So you need to add Karen to your list of middle names.
So I'm going to start complaining because I didn't get my way.
Well, if you'd like, I can get the manager.
Yes!
I'm just gonna put my hand slowly over Draho's shoulder and just tighten my grip. More than friendly.
Yeah, get the manager. If there's someone above you, I want to talk to them, see if they're more reasonable.
Oh, certainly. He is always above me. And he opens up a drawer that's above him, jumps up into it, completely vanishes. About 5 seconds goes by. Same him drops back down, but he's wearing a top hat. How can I help you?
I love this guy so much.
Now here's the real question. Is Draho smart enough to get the insult, or is he stupid enough to think this dude has a twin that's his boss?
Oh, come on. Ark. So
I think we know the answer to that, Draho.
I think we do too. So I'm going to say, oh, and what's your name, Mr. Manager, so we can start off on friendly terms.
Oh, well, I am Crazy Robbie.
Crazy Rabib.
And you see
brother-
him just kind of shift his eyes back and forth a little bit.
I stay out of Draho's view, but I look at Crazy Robbie and just kind of like...
I'm gonna say, okay, first off, your brother, cousin, associate, whoever that guy is, very rude, bad with negotiation. I don't approve of this. But you seem like a more reasonable man. I'm offering 100 gold for your 5 potions, and we continue to do business with you. We will bring more business in over time. We like to adventure, and we're involved in some illegal street fighting.
Really?
You don't...
Illegal, you say?
Yes.
I don't think we can be doing business with illegals, and the front
What?
of the shop closes.
Draho.
And this is exactly what I happened.
Next time you want to say something, just don't. Just don't.
He needs a stamp so he can stamp places with his symbol, like when they've been like denied.
negotiated for was a ring that casts silence.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys got to watch his negotiating in person, because this is how I got involved with that shop that I own. It was right along these lines.
I'm just gonna knock on the window again.
Okay. So
See if he opens back up.
the front, about halfway through, a small window, about face size, pops open. How can I help you? Oh, it's you again.
Yeah. Do you have like some kind of magical muzzle for my friend here that'll keep him quiet?
We definitely have magical muzzles, but they don't generally fit the people.
I'm going to say
Necklace, bracelet, ring, anything that'll shut him up.
I've got rope.
That's all.
He passes you a bundle of rope. That's free, and it shuts.
Do we have any paper?
Well, I think we all know what happened here. I negotiated well enough to get us free rope. Let's move on.
Literally, do we have...
Kibble brings you over some.
It's something to write with, too.
Going to start referring to
I'll just draw her
Draho as Mr. President.
and just put a copper in people's hand and just tap it. And I'm gonna write in common. I apologize. I apologize for the behavior of our, and I'm going to make sure that like this word looks like I'm writing it with disdain. Associates.
So, first 3 letters are capitalized.
Add an extra S.
For leaving a poor first impression. He doesn't speak for all of us. We're new adventurers trying to get by. I hope you can accept our apologies and maybe let us do business in the future. And I'm going to put also left something for your trouble, and I'm going to put gold pieces.
Okay.
I see you writing, and I'm going to say, if that's a complaint, make sure you put my name on it.
Oh, trust me, you're referenced.
Good.
No, actually, Draho, I think he's writing your biography. It's going to be called The Art of the Deal.
Yeah. I should write a book on how to make good deals. I'm glad I'm here to help you guys with your negotiating.
Just about your struggle.
You guys would have been fleeced by that guy if I wasn't here to help you.
I'm gonna just put it there, lightly tap, and then like, okay, guys, I don't think he wants to talk to us anymore.
You see it kind of the paper itself fold in half and then slide inside through a pair of cracks. About 30 seconds goes by and a new paper pops out.
I'll have to turn around and take it because I'm trying to get everyone back on the carts.
It depends. Did you get on the cart before I did?
I don't know. Did I?
I don't know. Roll for it.
I will take it first if a note comes back.
Because it's like, well, if this isn't happening, we should keep going.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have made any decisions at this point. I'm still stroking my own ego.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway, all right. Well, I'll turn around and go pick it up and read it.
And I will read over your shoulder.
No, you fucking won't.
So Ark turns his back to Draho and then turns around to make sure he can't read.
Yeah.
And when you open it up, it just says, "No worries. Come see me at Notions, Lotions, and Potions within Ravensbluff anytime."
And I know where that is.
It's in the red district.
It's basically Ye Olde Bed Bath Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I kind of grinned and I put it away.
What's that note say? Did they give us an apology?
No, he very much understands that I told him off, and I'm trying to like exaggerate it to the point that Raho still thinks I'm taking the peasant tone, but Crazy Habib understands what I'm doing. It's like, okay, guys, well, it's still kind of dreary out here. Let's keep going and stop wasting time.
Yeah, fair enough.
True.
Raho is not going to even try and incite you. He's just glad that you're as good at insulting people on paper as he is in person. We're getting things resolved here. Next time we see him, we're going to get 10 potions for 100 gold.
I absolutely love that the barbarian is more civilized than the noble.
I'm civilized, I'm just bad at negotiating.
You're bad on several levels. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, so let's get back to town where I can invest in some more shops.
So,
I give whatever I roll with back to Kibble, obviously.
okay. So you guys get back on the road. About a half an hour into the travel, the rain lightens up, becoming just a kind of sprinkle, and then eventually tapers off. With the additional 4 hours, you guys are able to get back to Ravensbluff. What do you want to do?
So we've only been up for 2 days, right?
You had a rest when you were...
So it took us a day to get there.
Mhm.
We rested.
Yep.
So this would be day 3.
Yep.
This will allow.
That sounds right.
All right.
Probably just go back to the Adventurers Guild and turn in our hands.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So you guys...
As we get off the wagon there, I'm going to say, you guys just stick with me. I'll handle the negotiation.
I am going to just, and I want to make. I'm doing it so Draho hears. I know he doesn't care. I just want him to hear.
I
At
roll
any
my
point-
eyes so hard that they make an audible sound.
You guys are welcome to stop me from negotiating before we get in there, but I have made this
If
decision.
we discuss this, we're welcome to try.
I am very susceptible to ego boost. If you just convince me that letting you take the lead will be for the best, I'll let you take the lead.
You know what, Draho? Let's see how well that finishing school lesson worked, and maybe let Kibble talk for us.
Oh, that's a good idea. See if he's picked up anything from being around me.
I look down at Kibble and wink.
I like that. Time to show some assertion, Kibble.
I'll pat Kibble on the head and say, "You got this."
Oh boy. And so Kibble walks into the Adventurers Guild, and you hear this kind of
Does anyone want to
thunderous rumble from inside, like something exploded.
I'm gonna step
And
inside.
Kibble
'cause
jumps
my
back out.
Kibble, what'd you do?
Nothing. I walked in, and the other room, it just went boom.
I'm going to kind of push Kibble behind me and walk in with my maul to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow in, bow drawn. Tell Kibble to get back here, get his bow out. Time to test out his new bow.
He does so. And as you enter into that main room, you just see this plume of black smoke coming from the room that Mithrikalin is generally in.
Just gonna call, "Hello, Mithrikalin."
You hear, oh boy. Sorry.
You alright in there?
Yeah, experiment went a little bad. And he comes trundling out. He's covered in black soot. Some, like, his eyebrows are burnt off. His hair is burnt off back up to about here. So,
What exactly is a necromancer doing that explodes?
the best kind of research. Exploding corpses. But they're great for battlefields. People, you know, gotta clean up their corpses. They take them back. They explode. It just works, right?
Wait, that's a really good idea.
I'll
Very
take
technical.
Anyway,
So, how'd the run go? Was it kobolds?
Like bandits,
Was it this
actually.
one? And Kibble's just like,
why don't you tell him what happened?
you're pointing at Kibble?
Yeah.
He's like, we went to the place and there were bandits and we killed them all of them, and we took one hand only from each, just like you said. Mithrikalin was like, oh great! Oh, bring the hands in and let's check them out.
Yes, I will empty the hands out of the bag when someone gives me the hand bag.
Okay.
I assume at this point we have a specific bag just for ligaments.
That's a good thing to have, honestly.
So Steven, I'm just gonna point out that you hate puns and you made the best pun ever
Did I?
just now. Handbag.
Oh my god! oh, I've become what I hate.
What?
Yes, let the pun flow through you.
Oh.
So,
Give in to
you
the
guys
humor.
dump the hands out. Are you dumping them on the desk or on the floor?
On the desk, we're not
I'm
idiots.
I'm throwing the sack over and letting him go through.
Okay. So he just opens the top of the sack, and then he pulls out a little wand, and he's like, okay, pairs. Let's see the pairs. Up, up, up. And the hands kind of jump up and move back and forth and arrange themselves on the table until they're sitting in pairs, and then they all clap.
Oh, you are. I'm gonna say, oh, you are crafty. Someone's pulled this one on you before, haven't they?
No, not at all. Adventurers.
Insight check. I'm gonna be like, well, considering how you deliver messages, you do seem to have an affinity for hands.
Well, I can always use an extra hand around here.
I was just about to say 2 for 1. We'll cut you a deal.
All right. Well then, looks like 13. Okay, let's get you some gold.
Yeah, buy one get one. It's
Yep.
a great deal.
So he brings over the gold, drops out one for each hand, pulls out the flyer, looks at it. He's like, "Yep, that's about it. You guys can go see the lady if you want to. She might have an extra magical item for you."
You did mention that. Where would we go to meet her?
Oh, she's up in the Noble District area. And he gives you moderate directions on how to get to the DeVillers estate.
Oh, hey, if we're gonna go see someone that important, maybe I should see if my outfit's done.
Probably
Yes.
a good idea.
I was just about to say, we actually should have our clothes be ready by now, so.
And
Yeah.
you see Kibble walk up to the desk and kind of peek over at that flyer. It's like,
I'm going to look at what he's pointing at.
so the flyer specifies that it's 5 gold per hand, not 1.
Oh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Kibble is our good luck charm.
Yeah, I'm going to take that flyer with us then, make sure.
Okay.
They don't try and cheat us. Good job, Kibble.
You
You have
wanna-
earned your pay.
Also, there's probably a lot of blood splatter and just laugh on all of us, even with the rain.
Yeah, I was going to say we should all go get a bath and then put on our new clothes.
Because I didn't buy new clothes, but I will change.
I heard big places like this have like places you can do bath in. It'll be fun having actually warm water.
Yeah. Where's a place to take a bath? They got to have them here.
Oh, well, yeah, you go down about 2 blocks to the south, block to the east, and you'll be there.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's stop by the clothier, pick up our new outfits, and then take them to the bathhouse.
All right. So you get to the clothier. Oh, gentlemen, hello. You're back for your clothes, yes? They are
Yes.
ready. Wonderful. And she brings them over. If you won't want to try these on to make sure. Once you're clean, go ahead and try these on. If they're not perfect, you just go ahead and bring them right back. We'll get them all set up for you, sonnies.
Thank you. I'm glad that I invested. This is a good shop.
You're very
Habib
welcome.
could learn customer service from you.
Oh, I'll bet.
And Robib, his manager, too.
And of course, if there's ever anything else that you need done, you just go ahead and let us know.
Yes, of course. Yeah, grab the clothes and let's head to the bathhouse. Get cleaned up, get dressed fancy, and go meet some nobles.
Okay. You get to the bathhouse. It's got a sign with a little bath on it, little water that looks like it's actually flowing into the bath.
Huh.
Is that like a
Underneath is a little plaque that says "Beyond Bathing."
What do they do beyond bathing?
You ever heard of a happy ending? No.
No.
So the structure itself is about 2 stories, full stone, rather ornate in kind of drawings and calligraphy that have just been etched into all of the stone around it.
Is it weird that you're underdressed for a place where I'm supposed to get naked?
You see a pair of fountains in the front garden. Both of them are large kind of koi fish spitting water out directionally away from each other. And a large oak wooden door.
I guess I'll open the door and see who's inside.
Okay. You come in, it's a kind of an antechamber. There's a large red carpet that kind of runs through the room into a secondary room.
Okay, guess we'll continue on till we find somebody to ask him about bathing.
Okay. You come into the secondary room, and there's a gentleman set up in a very nice formal attire. Gentlemen, how can I help you?
I just
Here
was
for baths.
apologizing for this.
Yes, very dirty. Come in. The gentleman may go in on the right, the ladies may go in on the left. Deposit your clothes into one of the storage lockers. We'll have them cleaned by the end of your bathing session.
And do you have a weapons check? That's
Same locker. We're the city of adventurers, after all. We don't necessarily expect you not to have them.
Smart.
I like these things. Okay.
But of course, keep them sheathed. Anything beyond that, any roughhousing will come out of, let's just say, your hides.
No.
I kind of say quietly,
No.
and I don't want him to hear, but I'm going to assume he probably will. With that.
Yeah, so let's get cleaned up and get to the noble district, get our magic item, see if it's worth keeping or if we're going to sell it.
Now, barring the possibility that these lockers are magical pocket dimensions in their own right, I'm assuming I might need to.
Yep, they are magical pocket dimensions as well.
Nice.
Me just being super impressed by anything magical.
So you deposit all of your items, you head into the baths. It's a beautiful, steamy layout. Very smooth stone floor. Walks into about a 4-foot down tub. Another koi fish in the middle, spraying water towards the back end of it, in case anyone wants showers.
Ain't that fancy?
Actually, Ark never would have had a shower. So he's like, oh.
It feels incredible. Like no bathing experience you've ever been through. The water itself is effervescent, smells of like lilac and rose. And as you're underneath the water, you just feel all of the grime coming off.
Ooh.
And I'm literally covered in fur-like hair that's going to take a while.
It surprisingly doesn't.
This has to be Victor.
Yep. Roughly about 60 seconds standing under the water. It just all melts off of you. You see this kind of black puddle pool around you, and then drift away into kind of a receptacle area.
I assume Kibble's in with us because I'd want him to get cleaned up too.
Oh yeah.
Unless he's in the female side. I don't know. I just assumed Kibble was a man.
He is not in with you.
Huh?
He is not in with you.
Oh, well, just learned something about Kibble. This is good to know. Well, there goes my idea of asking to identify this. Does this seem like magical water? Because if it is, I'm going to see if I can't get some for the road.
In 11 minutes, identify.
Oh, I don't have any kind of detect magic. This is straight arcana and dumb guessing.
Roll your arcana.
Thank you, high rolls, right when they're least useful. 23.
The water itself doesn't seem to be, but the koi fish stone statue that it's erupting from does.
Ah. You know, I was kind of hoping that there was some sinister thing where there was like a specific dirt-eating slime that made up the water, and we were all just swimming in slime, but...
Maybe next time.
I thought I was paranoid.
It seems the most logical answer.
Well, I'm going to just kind of like sit in and like enjoy the fact that this is like loosening up my muscles and everything.
Yeah, if it's magical bath, get the most out of it.
Just like, it's what it's like in every city.
Oh. No, normally this stuff's reserved for high-end, noble establishments. The fact that you can have one that's easily accessible to everyday people definitely means this city has a lot of wealth for me to work my way into. Speaking of, I wonder if this bathhouse needs patrons. I have gold to spend now. Speaking of, do we have to pay for this bath?
You do.
How much?
You didn't see a particular sign on the way in.
The menu doesn't have prices. No.
Yeah, when we get done, definitely got to see how much they're charging for this.
I mean, they let someone literally just wearing like hides from animals in, so...
Yeah, but he also said we're adventurers, so he knows adventurers carry money.
Also true.
So yeah, after baths are over, I guess
Yours are empty.
pick up my new clothes that are nice and fresh. Go pay our tab.
Okay. So, Kibble is in the bath with Nivara. Nivara, she walks over and is like, "Can I see the skull?"
It's in my bag, but when we're done, sure.
Okay. And as you guys wrap up and you pull the skull back out, he takes a little time and like looks at it. And
unless Kibble's lying, that'd be real shady, Kibble.
I don't really know the genders of kobolds, so I'm just going to assume that Kibble is where she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hey, the staff didn't question it, so...
Takes a look at that skull, and it's like, you should put this in your book.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
like closed a book.
Sure, we'll just go ahead and give that a try, I guess. I'll just set it on the book and close it.
Okay. It actually shrinks into the book, and a new page kind of comes out.
What does it say?
It's a new spell that's opened and available to you as just kind of free. It's labeled as Ice Lance. Casting time 1 action, range 60 feet. Command components, verbal and somatic. Duration instantaneous. Classes, Warlock, Gift of Levistus. The spell creates a 10-pound ice lance that is spirited off in the direction dictated by the caster against a target of the caster's choice. Making a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 cold damage, and the target must make a con save or be stunned for 4 rounds. The target may make an attempt an additional con save at the end of each turn to shrug off the effect.
Holy crap.
That sounds like that's baller, but I'm sure that's going to come back to bite me in the ass.
I'll go ahead and drop that into Discord for you.
Holy
And
crap.
I assume that's just a regular spell.
Yep.
Holy crap. Dude, Kibble, I am so glad we got Kibble trained up for this stuff. I didn't expect him to become like the de facto magic identifier. Her to become the de facto magic identifier.
So aside from the bath, is there like a place with like mirrors so we can like do our hair?
Yep. So as you walk back into the door towards where the storage area is, you step in through that door. It's actually shifted. You're no longer in a storage area. You're in kind of a boutique-ish room with long seats, large mirrors, and magical globe lights kind of up and down each side. And you see a door off to the opposite end that then reads back to storage area.
Freaking room of requirement in here. All right, so I'll find the brushes and like.
And I will continue to stand there and get angrier as no servants come out to fix me.
And obviously, given my lifestyle before doing all this, there's a lot of hair just coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm assuming there's a receptacle for that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, when does the help show up to fix my hair and such?
There's just an itty bitty sphere of annihilation in there, right? As for like my arms, I'm assuming it kind of went poof.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be looking that down too.
No servants seem to be arising.
Is there a bell or something I have to ting to get servants?
Not that you see.
All right, I guess I'm going to have to take care of this myself and lodge a complaint when I pay.
Yeah, so Navarre's just gonna put on her old clothes. She didn't buy any new ones, and brush her hair, and then head back out.
Okay. Gibble helps you out with that.
So when we come out, I've got sort of like a well, my hair, not my fur hair, is more of like a Aragorn coronation do.
Okay.
So down, but then with the one going to the back and then ponytail, but braided up. So this is the best I have ever looked.
I was gonna say you're really gussying up for the nobility.
I'm trying to look nice for people who have nice things.
Yet you don't look nice when you're around me. It's rude.
Well, at least I'm nice even if I don't look. And I go back.
Not really. Not really, but that's not the point. So let's see how much we're gonna lose for this bath.
Okay. So you guys make it back to the front room after going through the storage room, collecting all your things as well.
Yep.
And the gentleman up front is like, I see. So you chose the basic model. That'll only be 5 gold per person.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Basic model. What other models are there?
Well, there's the adventurer model, which is 25 a person, comes with 1 additional servant, or the lordly model, which is 100 gold per person and has a slew of additional servants, as well as food and wine.
Huh. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I'll pay my 5 gold, and assumably I'll pay Kibble's 5 gold because I am responsible for Kibble, so take 10 out of me.
You see him pull up out of a pouch and hands over the 5 gold.
Oh, Kibble does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kibble, you don't have to pay. I got you. You're my servant.
I know, it's my bath. I know, I pay for it. It's okay.
All right, if you insist, I'm not arguing.
Mm-hmm.
I look down at people and smile.
This is messed up, man. Whenever I try and do something nice for Kibble, it doesn't work. But whenever I'm a dick to him, everyone's just sort of like, oh, wow.
And as you guys are leaving, should you ever require any additional services, feel free to come back. If you want to upgrade models, just see the seashells.
Gotcha.
I will awkwardly, because I'm so used to like the whole thing, bow.
He butler bows for you.
Don't bow to servants. It sets a bad precedence for our status here. Let's go.
I don't work for you.
All right.
Keep that attitude, but you'll never have anyone working for you.
As we're leaving too, at some point, by the end of the day, I'm gonna find Kibble and apologize for not asking that if she was a boy or a girl.
Kibble's like, it's okay. Nobody can tell.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
Kibble is Kobold.
Exactly. Kobolds are agendered to my knowledge. Now officially.
For Kibble, it would be a 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. So.
All right. So let's go get our new fancy clothes.
Yep. Well, we're already in our fancy clothes. Let's go talk to the noble, get our magic item, and then downtime till next fight club.
Yep. Alrighty. So you guys get out to the DeVillers estate. It's a large palatial kind of mansion estate on the east end of the town. As you walk up to the gate, you see a pair of guards. Yeah?
I am going to simply turn so that he sees my insignia, point at it, and then say, "Let us through, please." Nobility connections, baby.
He looks down at your cloak. Minor lords from other places don't necessarily mean anything here. What's your business?
We're here about the mine.
Minor lord.
I'm just gonna kind of shove Draho out of the way. We're here about the mine.
Oh.
Do we have a flyer? The contract?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whoever has that, show them, because it's one of the few things I'm not here.
I've got the contract, but I'm too furious to show it to him now.
Do I know where you're keeping it?
Yeah, it's balled up in my fist as I get ready to yell at these guys as aggressively as possible.
Do I know where you're keeping the contract? Like in a scroll case or something?
It is in my hand. I'm holding the scroll up, but I'm not showing them. I'm waving it at them angrily.
I grab your wrists, and if you want to make this opposed check, I'm probably happy to.
I've got a -8 strength. You grab my wrist.
Okay. And I just squeeze enough that he has to let go. Here you go.
He rolls it open. Oh, I see you took care of the silver mine. Sure. Go on up. They'll be notified.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to this. I'm sure you don't mind. Move on. Keep on.
So you get up to the mansion.
As I walk past him, nursing my hand, I'm going to tell the guard, "I'm speaking to your mistress, and you will get whipped."
Yeah, probably. I like that.
Servants.
I see this job comes with perks.
Oh, it does.
As Russell walks by, he's going to mimic to one of the guards. Not obviously, of course. That, he's kind of walking behind drawings. I apologize. My anus was shot.
The guard kind of looks at you quizzically, and then looks back at Drow. He's like, "Oh, yeah, probably not. Go on, have fun."
In Draho's voice, "Thank you, kind sir."
So you get up to the mansion. Pair of guards there. Go ahead and open the door for you. You're led by one of them into a kind of side study where behind a very exceptionally large desk, like nearly fills up most of the back end of the room, is a very small, petite woman. Gray hair, reading spectacles on, rounded in type. She looks up. Yes?
We build the silver mine contracts.
Oh, wonderful. Come forward. Show me the paperwork.
Sure, I just come up and as delicately as I can, which is still kind of rough.
She's like, don't worry, dear. You don't have to be delicate. Was an adventurer at one point in time. Most of the lords here in town actually were.
How's he? Nothing.
Gotcha. So, I will wager that spendthrift Mithracalin only gave you 1 gold per hand, correct?
Yes, he tried.
All right. Here's the other 4.
Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, we tried to pull one on him too, so...
Yeah. Adventures. And the Adventuring Guild. It goes back and forth all the time. Generally, they take a small stipend, but he likes to take our large stipend. Anyway, beyond that, I do have an additional gift for your group. And she reaches into her desk and pulls out a very small, ring box and opens it up. The ring has the symbol of a shield emblazoned on it with a sword kind of ethereally outlined in the middle.
Is it the same shield symbol that's on the ring that I already have?
No, slightly different.
Okay.
Not encrusted in kind of the jewels that yours is.
Can I ask her, what's this ring do by chance?
This is a ring of the Iron Guard. Every lord here in Ravensbluff has at least one, if not many. What it will do is, for a very limited amount of time, make it so that any weapons whatsoever made of metal will pass through you.
Oh, neat. How long does it last? When does it, is it a one-time activation?
It is. One-time activation. When you use it, it'll last roughly a minute and then will crumble into dust.
That should go to not me.
I was gonna say, we'll need to determine who's the most who's the squishiest person here, because I don't need it. I'm a fighter. I'll be fine. But who is probably our most squishy person? Because
It's probably a toss-up between me, Russell, and Froscar.
Yeah.
So you and Froscar.
Oh yeah, because you've got animal forms.
Yeah.
Well, we gladly accept this.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
We'll deliver.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And at this point, the door kind of slams open, and you see Logan. Really? You're really giving them one of our house rings? You could have told me about the silver mine. What is wrong with you, Mother?
Who's Logan?
The paladin that you met a while back.
Oh, the one that was beating up Kibble.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I pull out the shield. Hey!
Yes.
Oh, he said I could have this.
Yes, I did. They seemed apt for that, but not for a house ring, Mother. Logan, dear, just please. We have many. This is a minor one, and these are adventurers. They must be paid. And he just kind of storms out and slams the door.
I go over,
Nice kid.
I look over at Kibble just to see how she's doing.
She's like kind of shuddering in place.
I'm going to just go over. It's like, it's okay. Okay. Nothing hurts you.
I'm sorry for the actions of my son. He's still coming into his own and doesn't really care for, shall we say, non-humans.
As I
You don't say. That explains why he was beating the crap out of my butler when we first met him.
Well, that would not surprise me.
Huh.
I'm only half non-human.
That is true.
Speaking of, my butler took a lot of psychological trauma from your son.
Well, that you would have to take up with him.
Better be lucky you outrank me. I say that very quietly.
You
For
hear
drop, that's a regular person speaking volume.
you hear her quietly chuckle.
I was saying,
Well-
how does Logan look?
Early 20s. Very early 20s.
Okay, that would make sense.
Give him another 100 years, he'll be matured.
Oh, probably.
Never
When
mind.
he's as old as I am, he may be capable of running this house.
I wouldn't hand it over to him.
Well, everyone dies at some point.
Really?
Even those of us that have been able to extend our lives will die at some point.
Huh. I didn't know humans live for so little.
Well, some of us do, others don't.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how long these other ones are gonna live. Don't know how long I have till I gotta start training new lackeys.
Not to pry, but you said you extended your life.
Yes.
Also, not to pry, might I ask, how many years?
Oh, almost 200 now.
Wait, 200? Hold
Yes.
up, I'm 350.
How are you
You're
like-
almost as old as me.
Well,
Before having been given that information, how old would I would have placed her?
probably early 50s.
Well, you look fantastic.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
It's the truth.
Yeah, so I'm
Also-
gonna work out the math in my genius elven mind that humans, if she extended her life and she looks that old at 200, that humans probably have a rough lifespan of about 150 to 160 years. So I've got time until these ones kick off and I gotta start getting new peasants.
Well, of course, but the adventuring
is-
lifestyle is the adventuring lifestyle.
My brain just metagaming right now. Are they a druid or are they a monk?
All right, well, I am going to thank her. I'm going to bow, introduce myself, Lord Draho Slava von Reichenmeyer III.
As he starts doing this, I kind of roll my eyes and whisper to myself, "Don't get us kicked out. Don't get us kicked out. Don't get us kicked out."
Huntsmaster of Myth Draenor, currently on vacation.
Oh, wonderful. I am Lady Urgava de Villers. I'll keep it short and simple, and adventuring and all.
Yes.
I'm Ark. Just Ark.
Nice to meet you, Ark.
Well, I'm done. I've done proper compliments. I'm going to leave and put the ring in our pocket until we're ready to determine who to give it to.
All right. Well, I will be placing additional bounties through the Adventurers Guild here in the very near future. So do check back in.
Yeah, definitely. Be happy to work for you again.
Wonderful.
You reward people for their time.
Oh, as they should be.
Excellent. That's fantastic. It's 10 o'clock. I think that's a good place for us to stop and head off for downtime through the week and get ready to,
To bring on the pain in the Hall of Wonders?
Yes, back to the illegal fight club.
All right.
And
So let's
we'll give
see.
some
Out of a 10-day, that's going to give you, we'll say, 6 full days worth of downtime. So go ahead and send me that through Discord.
Sweet.
Anything else you guys want for tonight?
No, we'll just have to divvy up whatever loot we got today for the value, and yeah, and then I got a few ideas for what to do.
Okay.
To the library.
Yeah.
You all know where I'm going.
All right. Go ahead and shoot me those downtimes. I'll get you guys XP and party split.
Sweet. Also, I know all the stuff we've got so far. We gave the quiver, we got the short bow.
Mm-hmm.
That elven cloak, I will have to figure out how I can get that dragon out of that elven cloak,
Okay.
because I'm going to give that to someone else in the party. I'm pretty much waiting for the perfect magic item before I grab one for myself.
Okay.
So I'm not a greedy person for items. This character is completely built around buying stores, not magic stuff. So
Nothing wrong with that.
I've finally kitted out Kibble with the magic arrow or the magic bow. Next, I need to find him a nice magical suit of armor, and pretty much he's going to be more efficient than I am. That's the overall goal. Make Kibble better than me.
This is what happens when you start training your Pokemon.
Also, we got to get him up to level 3. And question, when he does hit level 3, should I go another point of Bard or another level of Rogue? What do you guys think?
What's the split right now?
1 and 1. 1 Rogue, 1 Bard.
One more of Rogue, because then he gets the cunning action, and that makes him so much more effective.
All right, then. We'll go Rogue when he levels up again. Because I got a feeling it's coming soon.
I also especially don't want him in another situation where he gets nearly one shot and then has like limited mobility options.
Fair enough. So we'll do a Rogue for the next one, and then, yeah, you guys will help me build out his class. I went Bard instead of like Cleric or Paladin because I figured a little more thematic, and I still wanted something that could heal.
Little Kobold Smite.
I think I gave him like Cure Wounds, Heal Wounds, Detect Magic, and
Identify.
Yeah, Identify. Like, I pretty much built him to do exactly what I needed him to do. Heal us and fix up our magic items as we find them.
He's going to be arguably the most skilled one of us, too, once those...
oh, yeah. He's got, like, how many skills does he have trained in now? Because
all of them.
Between Rogue and Bard, I think he's got, like, 6 skills he's trained in or more.
I was going to say, just get him to, what is it, Lore Bard, and then he gets half on everything.
8 different skills.
Yeah, I was going to take him to Sword Bard so that he'd be better when he got into melee, but I might do Lore and just turn him into a skill monkey.
I mean, you could also have him go Valor, so that way when he inspires us, we have all the options.
No, I think I like the Lore idea. Turn him into a skill monkey. He's already good at identifying stuff. Combat can be his secondary role.
Yeah, we'll make him the nerd version. Which is, no, it's totally good. Like, Lore Bards are actually pretty good. So.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And as for if he gets 3rd level in Rogue, what should we make him? Thief? Mastermind?
Well, since we're discussing more statistical stuff, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Night, everybody.
Okay.
All right. So,
Night, everybody.
Night, Teddy, if you're still in there.